Awesome. Well, the first question I kind of had for you guys was, how would you describe your sound? Because I don't think we saw you guys at the end, and it kind of felt a bit more punky than a lot of the stuff there.
Yeah, I say definitely like pop punky with a bit of emo dashed in, a bit of alternative rock as well, all mixed together to get that Ortario sound.
Yeah, sounds good. And
Welsh music.
Well, Welsh rock music. I don't know if you can see Lewis. He's hiding up.
And you guys were quite a late addition.
A Welsh thing, I think.
You guys were quite a late addition to Winter's End, right? How did that end up?
Yeah, so that's the thing. We was Pirate Gary had to drop out because unfortunately Harris broke his arm. So they couldn't play the festival. So yeah, we got approached by Planet Rock then, asking if we could fill in. And to be honest, we're really glad we did. It was an amazing show. We had a good crowd there, and I really hope they enjoyed us as well. And we sold, a lot of merchandise, which is another bonus. So yeah, we're really grateful that we went there. Like,
yeah, I've not done a Planet Rock event yet, but it did seem like a good crowd actually compared to a lot of the other kind of festivals that I've done with this similar sort of band and lineup and that kind of thing. It was good. Which kind of leads on to the next question of how would you say the scene?
Yeah, I think we were definitely a different kind of sounding band as the other ones.
It's kind of weird in Wales, mate. It doesn't seem like there's been much of a scene for a couple of years, but it does seem like it's coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is good.
Yeah, I think it's definitely bouncing back. In the early to mid 2000s, it definitely was a huge thing back then.
Thriving.
I think it was thriving, but I think it did see a drop after that for a while. But I've noticed now over the coming decade that there's so many bands emerging now from South Wales all over the place that I never heard of, and they're all great. So it's just always a really good opportunity then to just find new bands to play along with and get back on the scene. It's great. Like it's great to be back on it, and
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I've interviewed a few over the last couple of years. Those Damn Crows, Florence Black, who've got popped off massively the last couple of months or so. And yeah, it seems great. You've got quite a few festivals down there as well, haven't you, at the minute?
Yeah, there's always something going on around here, mate.
Yeah,
we're always surprised what's going on ourselves, to be honest.
Being it together is like the biggest one, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a massive festival going on in the summer called In It Together. I think it's going to be Wales' biggest festival. So hopefully one year we can get onto that one. That'd be a good opportunity for us. And another one is Steelhouse Festival as well. That's another massive festival. That's they only do that a couple of miles up the road from where we live. But it's a nice weekend long festival, and they have some great bands there, especially some grassroots bands from around the area as well. So they do showcase that, and yeah, it's a great atmosphere, great festival. If the weather's good, which is not typical for Wales,
yeah, especially with the camping festival.
Absolutely.
And so you guys put out the first single from the EP, right, last month?
Yeah. So that's Scream With Me. Released out the video. It's a bit of a new release schedule for us. I think in the past we've always released albums or like full EPs. We're trying the single thing, which seems to be more common now.
Yeah,
definitely. Drip feed a couple of singles out instead of doing an album or an EP or some sort of collective. But I think once all the singles are out from this line, we're gonna release that as an EP at the end. Get those singles out first. Release a couple of videos out with the singles as well. Just keep we want to keep the content running as much as possible.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, sadly.
And then once they're all out, then we'll bundle that up in a nice little EP.
Yeah, because you were saying over Messenger that the next single's coming pretty soon, right?
Yeah, it's ready to go. It's it's back from the studio, it's mastered, it's ready for release. So it's just a case of Scream With Me now. I think it's got a couple of weeks left on the circuit, and then we'll release the new one then. It's called Open Eyes. So it'll be out in the coming months, and we're going to get a new video out for it as well. So keep your eyes on the social media for all the promotional material coming out for it soon. So yeah, it's locked and loaded and ready to go at the moment. So just
Yes, good to hear. And did you say that you've struggled a little bit to kind of get into the swing of more single orientated releases then? Because I know it's very much the new thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the thing about it is that you kind of need to have a schedule. Let me get my edit. Yeah, no, it's normally you go into a studio, you have a couple of days, you record some stuff that you've been testing for a year, and then you get the series of one big project. Now we kind of have to sit on our hands a little bit with some stuff we've been working on, and then just kind of stick to a schedule, which is I just think it's a bit different for us.
yeah, be a bit more structured,
Yeah,
in the release,
Bit of a guide.
Yeah.
we're ready to start doing the next track, but before we even release that one, that's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Doing the release, you got to be ready for the next release.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of that perpetual cycle, I guess.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird. Like we just released Scream With Me, so for a lot of people it's like a new track for us, but we've actually been playing it for a year. And so to us it's all that now. We're on the new stuff again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
But it does seem to be the way that everyone's going nowadays, and it does seem to work with streaming and social media and stuff.
you need stuff that's like instantly accessible, I guess, so like if you're releasing singles, everyone just sees that single and you can just focus on that one thing, like I like to say, like myself, people got short attention spans, they just, if on their phones and flick in and you see like a video or something, you're like, oh, that's cool, what I mean?
There's so much content these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
So I just got to try and keep up with that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got all the rest of the stuff that you've got to put out alongside the single as well, just constantly churning out.
Yeah.
Post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose in one sense though, it does mean that we put a lot more like time into that one track rather than we got 8 tracks coming out and like 4 of them are great. It's like now we actually have to put some effort into each track.
Yeah, but I guess it means that we're not just rushing things then,
Yeah.
Is there another album on the cards down the
Good things
line,
take
or?
time.
Yeah, I think we got a ton of material that we're working on at the moment. It's just a case of pulling it all together, testing it. And I think the place where we've recorded all our previous EPs, they're closing down in April, so we're looking to start producing our own stuff anyway. So we're just holding all the gear for that at the moment.
Gives us a nice challenge then as well,
Yeah,
basically.
a little bit of freedom,
Yeah, try to be more self-sufficient.
and it basically means we could record every little idea we had and then play with it for a couple of months. Re-record it again.
Yeah.
We don't
like
what
it.
happens.
Yeah, definitely allows us to have more creative freedom, and if we got a space to do that as well, then that that's great. Like, so on the new horizons, I think, for us now.
Yeah.
We're gonna start doing things our own way, spending a bit more time, with the finer details with the recording process. A couple of us are producers on the side anyway, so it's we are, it's good then that we can use our knowledge to
Utilize the tools.
use our own music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous. I know my band's recording some stuff at the minute, and a couple of them are kind of producing it as well, and just looking at it all just gives me a headache. So I'm massively jealous.
Yeah.
No, it's a thing. It's it's kind of weird because the way we tend to do things now, we're using modelers and things rather than amplifiers as well. Recording in the studio these days for us, it just almost seems like we're just going there to record drums. So
Yeah.
it seems like as long as we can get our head around now, we're fine.
I just class it as then.
Yeah, Zach, we'll do class day
Zach's
Zach's day. He gets a
That's
whole
my
day to
day.
himself.
You can do what I want.
Set up early in the morning, we'll finish late at night.
And have you guys got a pretty busy rest of the year plan then? I know, like I say, you've got a couple of festivals I saw. Station, whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, March is pretty quiet for us now, as we're just going to concentrate on recording some new stuff, getting some new content ready. But then we're back in April then, and May. We've got the Station 18 Festival in May, which we're really looking forward to in Swansea. We've got a cracking lineup at the moment for the whole weekend as well. So if you got some time, get out to Swansea and take a look yourself, man.
Yeah,
It's it should be a good one. But apart from that, we're always looking and open for playing shows anywhere and everywhere. Try and get out of Wales a bit more. So yeah, any opportunity for us, then we're just gonna go for snap it up like
yeah, definitely be cool to see you guys a bit further up, kind of Midlands and that kind of way for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then as a kind of lighter couple of questions to finish on, do you have a dream tour lineup you'd want to be a part of? Any bands that immediately spring to mind?
We have one each.
Ooh,
Should we have one band each?
we're all over the place, so it's isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't. I think there's just a lot of Welsh bands that we kind of want to come back. Some of them are coming back now.
Yeah.
We're all big fans like Funeral for a Friend and bands like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a great opportunity.
Yeah.
There's big bands emerging in Wales now that we'd like to be a part of, like Those Damn Crows, that played not long ago, and you got Florence Black as well. That were a great band. We would love to get on a show with some of them guys. Absolutely, provide some great opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. Like you're saying, there's enough kind of good Welsh bands nowadays that you could probably put together a pretty, massive, sick tour.
Yeah.
Just to all hit the road together.
Yeah. Definitely is some talent down here, I tell you. Plenty of sheep, plenty of musicians.
And then, as the last question, if you could have written a song from history, do any immediately spring to mind?
Oh gosh. Oh, this might be one each.
Yeah.
Oh my God, put me on the spot by you.
I've had all sorts as well to this. So there is definitely no wrong answer.
Something timeless like Mozart or something. Something that's lasted for hundreds of years, like everyone knows it.
You don't get paid for that. That's in the public domain at this point.
Oh yeah, I'll be long dead by then anyway.
It belongs to the museum, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's weird. That's all.
Yeah.
Like I wish I'd written the cheesiest emo riff of like 2006, whatever that was.
You've got this new head filled up with smoke, and I got my veins all tangled close.
The cheesiest emo riff
Whatever
ever.
the cheesiest emo riff of 2006 was. Wish it was mine.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm just trying to think now.
Green Day Fever.
No. It might have been. It might be something else.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something like Welcome to the Black Parade or something like that. Because that was when I was young. Basically, no, I don't know. I think just growing up, whenever I heard that, just always made me feel happy, even though it's quite a sad song.
If you're
I'm
a
a
bit
little
of nostalgia, a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say probably Welcome to the Black Parade is my kind of one I wish I
That's
did.
a good one. Yeah.
Let's go back, man.
Probably Crawling for me. Linkin Park.
It's a good show. Good show.
Yeah. That's a shout.
You in Linkin Park more as well?
I love Linkin Park. He's one of the first bands I got into. When I was a young lad. I haven't grown much since. I've just grown my.
I can't stop. I can't stop listening to. Is it Given Up?
Yeah,
Yeah, giving up.
Yeah.
17-second scream.
That's is
Oof.
Impressive.
Sorry, mate, get back. That's right. I don't
Yeah,
know
my
the
bad.
answer.
Don't worry.
But yeah, so something along them lines, I think.
Yeah.
it's just something emo, I think, is what we
Yeah.
meant.
Yeah.
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 It's from
Yeah.
2006 or around that era.
2000s and
Yeah.
onwards.
We wish it was us.
Sounds good. It's better than the constant Bohemian Rhapsody I get. Trust me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Saying that, Bohemian Rhapsody might be my choice now.
Oh,
Oh no, don't get him started.
can't
Like,
change.
I picked the emo version of that song. So,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's true.
Sure, sure. I don't think I have the attention span to have written Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, I have to say the favourite I've had was Happy Birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, but that's just like loads of other like tunes.
I'll take Stevie Wonder's version.
Yeah, for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got anyway. So thanks for taking the time out of your evening.
No, thanks a lot.
No, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.